Once upon a time, deep in the swamp, there was a frog named Ribbit who had an extraordinary desire. Ribbit, despite being a small and agile frog, always looked with envy at a majestic heron fishing in the pond. The heron, with its elegance and long neck, seemed to dominate the sky and the water, and Ribbit longed to be as big and majestic as it. Every day, Ribbit watched the heron with admiration from the edge of the pond. She dreamed of being able to fly high and fish with grace like her neighbor did. But no matter how hard she tried, Ribbit was still a little frog, limited by her nature. One day, determined to make her dream come true, Ribbit turned to the wise old man of the swamp, a wise turtle named Turtlo, for advice. Ribbit explained to Turtlo her desire to be bigger than the heron. Turtlo, with his ancient knowledge, listened carefully to Ribbit's request and gave him wise advice. "Dear Ribbit, each creature in the swamp has its own place and purpose. You don't need to be bigger than the heron to be special. You must learn to appreciate and value your own abilities and qualities." Ribbit reflected on Turtlo's words, and she realized that she had been focusing on what she did not have instead of valuing what she already possessed. She decided to accept herself as she was and find happiness in her own frog skin. From that day on, Ribbit stopped comparing himself to the heron and began to enjoy her life in the swamp. She discovered that her agility and her ability to jump allowed her to explore corners of the swamp that the heron could never reach. Furthermore, she found joy in singing beautiful melodies that echoed throughout the pond. Over time, Ribbit realized that she didn't need to be bigger than the heron to feel important. She learned to love herself and value her uniqueness. And so, little Ribbit the frog found true greatness in self-acceptance and love for her own being.